All right, let's get into it.
Well, welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Warfighter Tobacco Podcast. I'm John. We're missing Scott, but we have a slew of guests today.
I'm filling in
A
for Scott.
slew. Yeah, Mikey's filling in for Scott.
I actually didn't even know you guys were recording a show. I just showed up.
You just sat down, put a headset on.
Yeah, I had no idea.
This is we just conversate with
Scott?
microphones and headphones.
Who's Scott?
Scott?
Every time I come here, I've never seen him.
I know, right?
He's the guy paying for all this.
He's actually he's out on the road right now. He's in El Paso,
That's what I heard.
Midland, Odessa, hitting
Didn't
on some
you-
shops.
It was Scott last time. You and I.
Oh,
Yes.
Yes.
oh, it was Scott. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
When
I
when y'all did individual ones, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Scott
feel
was
like
here.
Scott's
Oh,
like
we
the
weren't-
stepfather. He only comes in the weekend, once a month.
Well, we got Nick here, the president and CEO of Warfighter Scuba. We got our good buddy Omar, Crispy 11B. I've had him on a couple times.
Number 40, 48, 44.
Oh,
the war
fuck,
hero
dude.
famous birthday.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys knew this, but
Yeah.
he is a famous war hero.
We should probably highlight this right now.
Yeah.
because
No, no.
Pull it up,
world
Justin.
needs to know.
Just like let's get this out of the way, man. I mean, because look at that, look at
He
that.
had it hot, ready to go.
dude. Here's what's crazy: is I was unaware that you were more attractive burned.
That's a picture of me burned dirty, asshole. I just don't have a beard.
Oh, okay. Looks like you ate you.
I was pretty chunky.
Yeah, dude. Like if this guy was talking to me, I'd be like, I don't know which chin's talking to me right now.
And that's actually when I went back to Iraq in a fucking USO trip, and I was like, oh fuck, I gotta get my life together.
Nice.
42.
Number 42. That's probably because we keep looking him up. He keeps
My favorite, though.
It keeps
busting his numbers.
It's like,
Pumping his numbers up.
he got 2 more views.
That, you know what? That's our goal. Let's get him to number 1. just every day,
My
just
favorite,
Google him
though.
40 times.
He's the number 2 or number 40, the 42nd most popular war hero born in the United States.
Yeah. Yeah.
Newsflash. I
He's
was
number
not
11.
born in the
I know.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You're an immigrant.
Fuck.
This is wrong, man.
But
That's
he's
what,
the number 10 Sagittarius.
but that's
war
what makes
hero.
it so great. Is there's so many things wrong
I think
with this.
I think we can get him to number 1 on the Sagittarius war hero list.
Yeah.
I think we can do that.
Who are the other 9? I mean, I don't really,
Oh
I
my
don't
God.
care, but
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
Adim Shahari?
wow.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
I can't even read that.
Jimmy Doolittle, okay.
That one you might have problems.
Yeah. Alvin York.
Who's
Okay.
Arthur Kirk?
Well, you're the only one from this era.
That's alive.
Yeah.
I should be number 1.
I mean,
Mike Flynn, 65, is still alive, I guess.
Is that is
General Flynn, you might have a
Omar's
problem.
photo clickable?
Yeah.
So I wonder if we keep doing that, if he'll
Let's
slowly
scroll
go
down.
up.
Did we move him up? No, not yet.
No, I have to do it a couple times, but you can put the links to all these in the description on the YouTube.
Please don't do it.
Yeah.
Please don't. Jeez.
Fuck,
What is this?
we can
Omar
run
Avila is a
Google
member
ad
of.
campaign and people can
Scroll down,
Right.
Justin.
It's like I can't do sponsored
A
posts for
38-year-old.
Warfighter Tobacco, but I can promote that.
You don't know that I'm related to
Oh,
Bruno
okay.
Mars. Do you guys know that?
You're related to Bruno Mars?
Yes.
We have a buddy of
We're-
ours who
we're
dated his.
cousins.
We have a buddy of ours who dated his sister.
No shit.
Yeah, over in Hawaii.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Segi.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah. You know Segi too.
Yeah.
He's a fellow burn guy. Yeah,
I haven't seen him in a while, but yeah. I
yeah,
like him.
yeah. Segi dated his sister in high
Oh,
school.
wow.
Yeah,
Really fumbled the bag on that one.
yeah, dude, for real. Like, yeah.
So, Nick, you're in beautiful San Antonio, Texas.
A little bit of a change from Roatan, Honduras.
You just flew through Miami
Through the storm.
in the
I've been
midst
through
of
Milton twice.
hurricane.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, I was scared when he's like, "Hey, we're taking off," and I'm like,
It was a
fuck.
Godspeed.
I legit was watching like the weather the whole time, and I'm like, "Is he gonna make it? Is he gonna make it?" And
Same.
So the whole landing in Miami was interesting.
Because you were a little puddle jumper, weren't you?
Very tiny plane.
Yeah,
Very tiny. It is actually the smallest plane I've ever flown out of Roatan in because it's slow season. I get it.
Did you go
Off
Roatan
it.
directly to?
That's probably why he survived because
It was a Embraer 175 or whatever.
Oh,
One row seats on the left side.
Yep.
oh, two on the
Oh,
other.
yeah, right side,
Oh,
yeah.
I've been there.
That one.
Oh, yeah.
And
I've never had to go over a significant amount of water. in one of those.
Or
That's terrifying.
Category 4 or 5 hurricane. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because they don't go as high as other planes.
No. So it was a relatively smooth flight. We had, so all that shit formed over us again. And then for whatever reason, took a fucking hard east path instead of the normal north.
I know. Wrong podcast.
But anyway.
Tinfoil hat time, boys.
Anyway.
It's the Jews. No.
Wow. Okay. So
He's got this theory
It's not my theory.
that
It's
the
the internet.
Jews and the government are controlling the weather.
I don't agree with
Oh.
it. I think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Actually-
yes. Yeah.
So I just today
Today.
it has become public knowledge that Bill Gates has patents for hurricane control.
No. I'm well aware of
Okay.
the patent side of things, but where the Jews get
Well,
thrown
that-
into it, that's where I'm confused.
I think it has something to do with Hollywood.
They got it in the desert.
if you do statistics,
yeah.
he's probably accurate, but there's probably also Christians, Catholics, and everybody else.
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like you can't
But-
just blame it on the Jews. Like
Well, that's just kind of funny. I mean,
Yeah. I just
they
do
get
that.
blamed for
What
everything.
is this like South Park? Is it blame Canada? Blame the Jews.
But the Jews get blamed for everything.
Yeah.
They do. They
Like
do.
legit. Everything.
All the wars in the world.
they do.
Hollywood.
No, I'm aware,
It's
but
the
I'm just
dog
trying to figure out what
fact.
was weather. How do they make money off of that?
Because they probably own Lockheed Martin.
Dude,
Well-
insurance payouts.
Well, dude, call your dad's
contract.
side of the family. Dude. Maybe they know. Shit.
Well, did you see the whole thing where now they're saying that they want all those people out of there because whatever
The land?
on the land?
Yeah,
So-
supposedly the like Asheville's, all the mountains are
Lithium
loaded with
or-
lithium.
Yeah, it's like
And
the second largest lithium supply in the world.
outside of Africa.
There's
outside of
also
America,
there's
yeah.
also a mine up there that supplies a rare earth metal for microchips, and it's the only mine in the world they can get it from.
yeah. But
They can synthesize it.
this is the shit
which
we
is
were
what they
talking
do.
about earlier.
Yeah.
like you start going down a rabbit hole.
Oh,
and then-
this one's so deep.
and it's like fuck me. Where? Wow. Now I don't know. Like, am I alive?
Yeah.
Because I don't know what to believe anymore. I mean, it's so ridiculous now. And I think to carry on what you're saying, the government knows it and they're like, fuck it.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't even have to hide the shit anymore because people are so fucking insane on
People
trying
are
to figure out what's true and what's
yeah.
not.
Yeah.
I mean,
I still think my favorite thing that the government admitted to that the general population gave
Aliens.
no fucks was aliens.
Yeah, they were
They're
like,
like, hey
Yeah.
guys,
Yeah.
there's aliens. And everyone's like, cool story, bro. Well aware.
yeah, we are.
Business as usual.
Yeah, we
and the
do.
government was like,
Everybody was
you're
like,
supposed to be distracted.
we've known that, bro.
Everyone's
We've
like,
all known
We're
that.
all set. We got this.
Like, can you imagine some poor bastard at his house who's like got probed in the ass and no one believed him. And all of a sudden,
And finally,
I told you.
Nope. It's cool. It's cool, everybody. He was a veteran.
Yeah.
wow.
Someone was like, okay, that makes 40 the other day.
Yep.
Fucking Mikey.
All right. Anyways.
Where the hell did we get off on this?
I don't know.
But anyways, we're
Oh, we were trying to figure out how you flew
Yeah,
here.
Oh, yeah, the
it's your
hurricane. My fault.
it's your
It was my
anti-Semitism.
fault.
Yeah.
I did bring that up. Okay, so anyway,
his
besides
white privilege got him here.
besides the abnormal hurricane path, so we flew next to it, and it was relatively smooth. And then when we came in for a landing, there was, I think I texted you 50-mile-an-hour gusts.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
my guess because of
You said 40. You
think I
texted me
said-
40.
okay.
Yeah.
well, fuck me.
And then you
that plane. I mean,
Did you breathe on that plane? It's going to move, dude.
Yeah.
You throw 40, 50 mile an hour at it.
I mean,
You
we
fucking
were
moved.
we were like literally rolling. I mean, it was like doing a map of the Earth in a C-130. Like you were fucking just dropping, and I mean, it was a roller coaster.
yeah.
And
Did
I
people,
was
were people screaming?
oh, people were freaking the fuck out. There was only like 5 people on the plane, but they were freaking out. And I was looking at the flight attendant, and he was like,
See, that's the cheat code is you
And-
watch that guy.
"Well,
Yeah. anytime I've been in a horrible fucking flight, I'm looking at the flight attendant like, and they're just like, I'm like, okay, we're good. But the minute I see their
you
eyes,
see
open
him
up,
white
I'm like,
knuckling,
"Wow."
bro. You're like,
Yeah.
That's when you get eye contact with them and you're just like, first time.
I mean, that's kind of where I went. Like, what can you do about it?
Nothing.
Like, so
Nothing.
why stress?
Nothing.
Like, so I'm sitting there. I've got my music in. I'm like, fuck it. All right, I'm gonna try to go to sleep because whatever. If I die, I die. You know. It's
Yeah,
my time.
you have no control.
Right.
None.
And so I met this couple.
That's how good Apple's like noise canceling is. It's like I might die.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm an Android guy, so you know we have similar technology. But yeah,
yeah. Except it's Cricket wireless. Got it. All right.
Fucking everybody's
Cricket
jumping up and they're like, "We're gonna die," and Nick is just back there listening to music, like,
smiling. Yeah. Like I'm ready.
He's just chilling. It's a beautiful day.
Yeah. Now I
Wait,
don't need to figure out what's real or not.
if you would have gone down and died, does that count as a veteran suicide of the day or no?
No, it's not a suicide.
Okay,
It would be government assisted at that point.
Yeah, yeah.
so the VA
Hurricane.
through the VA.
If you died during,
Is that service connected then?
No,
not according to
Anything
the
with
VA.
me is not service connected
Yeah, not according to the VA.
because I had to shit in a cup, do a blood test for IBS, and none of my friends, we discussed this, had to do anything about their IBS issue.
I never had to poop in a cup.
Now, did you have to do this for the VA, or was it just some dude in Honduras that wanted you to shit in a cup?
He was like, "Let me see this gringo's microbiome."
Remember we went to go get breakfast and there was a shack in the back.
That's where you went.
So
You had to pay $1 to use the bathroom to shit in the cup.
that's in La Placita. God only knows where that shit goes. No, I went to a legit clinic because I applied for it, you know,
Yeah,
my claim.
Yep.
Because I shit 7 times a day on average, and maybe one of those might be semi-solid.
Yeah.
I've got problems.
Yeah.
You've seen it.
Oh, I'm well
underwater.
aware.
Yeah, so you're well aware of a lot of it.
The brown cloud.
And so when I filed it, the VA came back and said, "Nope, it's not. You don't have it." Okay. What do you mean I don't have it? Like,
Yeah.
I can video me shitting and send it to you.
Yeah, what do you need for proof?
I have it.
Dude, that's what you do. Just make a video compilation
And-
over a course of a
Of
month.
this-
Like
my scat.
just,
Send it to the
just
VA.
you.
Like fucking
I can start.
Thursday,
I can start.
5 p.m.
Yeah.
Well, you guys get my selfies on the.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's Nick in Miami.
Oh, so we got the same picture, huh?
No. You got the video of
It's-
me setting the fire alarm off when I was shitting the second time.
Oh yeah, I did get
Set the fire alarm off.
Dude,
Yeah.
I don't know if it was me, but I was
It was
taking
you.
a gnarly shit.
It was you.
And all of a sudden, the fire alarm starts going off, and it's like, meh, meh. Like this.
Nailed
I
it.
like how he's just like, oh, I guess there's a fire. I'm not done yet.
I
Hilarious.
got toxic ass. So anyway, the doctor's like, well, you have to do blood tests and fecal exams and things like that. I'm like, really? Because I could probably have 10 of my friends call you right now that never had to do any of
buddy statement all
that.
day.
Yeah. And if that, like they just applied for it and they got it. So in May, I went and shit in a cup, got the blood test. The doctor was like, yes, you definitely have IBS. This is the non-VA doctor.
I've never done it. I've never gotten that
Right.
checked.
And then so we sent it in, and the VA says, no, that's not good enough. It's all in the VA, whatever forms that are required. No, we want our doctors to now do those tests again. And this is for my sleep apnea test. So they didn't like the sleep exam that I did with my 210 episodes per minute or per hour or whatever.
Yeah.
That I've been using a CPAP for 5 months now. That's changed my life. Right?
It's life changing.
So to the VA, none of that matters. None of it is
Yeah.
factual. None of it is real. So they schedule me in Arizona again,
Yep.
a week's notice to get to Arizona from Honduras to go do these tests that I did 5 months ago that I've already been using a CPAP for.
Right.
Obviously, I call. I said, I still don't live in Arizona. I still live in Honduras. You guys keep fucking this up.
Yeah.
Please stop. So then I get an email. You missed your appointment. Oh, cool. What appointment did I miss? Because I canceled it.
Yeah.
Well, they got me in a contractor, and it's a new one. So I called them, and he's like, where do you live? Honduras. Oh, we don't have any medical providers in Honduras. So the VA scheduled me through you to be seen in Honduras, and you have no medical providers in Honduras.
Yeah.
That's correct, sir. Can you email me that, please? Like,
He's like,
Yeah, of course.
because I still live here.
Yeah. Like, so what do I do? I mean, the VA's telling me the exams from certified doctors
Right.
aren't good enough. And then they're scheduling me in non-existent doctors. It's fun.
Yeah. It sounds like a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have made a little bit of headway on my inquiries.
Nice.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah, I need to remind me of the CRSC stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm still having an issue with that too, of tracking that guy down. But I am working that too.
Yeah. Well, I told my lawyer, I was like, I want to file a IG complaint.
Yeah.
Good. We'll see.
Yep.
I mean,
That's the way to do it.
I'm so sick of it, dude.
You want to watch shit move fast?
I watch that every day.
Zing. Zing. So, man, you got a lot of moving parts with Warfighter Scuba.
Yeah, let's get back to the real shit.
Outside of pooping.
Outside of
Let's
pooping
get
and
back to
traveling.
some real
Yeah.
shit.
But you got a couple new initiatives that we want to talk about. You get a dive shop.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
So that's not really. We will do dives with Warfighter out of there, but I'm going to be
It's
very
separate.
clear that it's separate.
Okay, this is a business.
This is a for-profit business for Nick Powers.
Okay.
As opposed to
Attaboy.
being a piece of shit that uses my for-profit business to launder money through my nonprofit. Like
Yeah, you don't want to be that
a
guy.
lot of things in the nonprofit sphere.
It's called a pass through, and it's
Yeah.
legal, sir.
It is legal, yes. But is it?
Is it ethical? There's shades of gray there.
Come down, Nancy Pelosi.
It's going to be very ethical. We already ran and we had an alumni trip in August
August.
with Rich and his wife.
Yeah.
And we did.
Tight invite.
Yeah, come on.
That was a nice invite.
It's the same shit we did when we went. You
Oh.
fucking assholes.
Oh, you went both times? All right, cool.
I wasn't there.
Wow. You guys sound so entitled right now.
Yeah, hey, you know what? You know what I did? I paid my way there. Fuckhead.
Okay.
I wasn't talking to him. That's why I did not look that way.
Okay.
I was looking this way.
Yeah.
He rates it.
I got 3 purple hearts, doc.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with anything that's going on in this conversation.
Nobody here's wrong, dude.
But-
Nobody's in the wrong. It's
So
just the
anyway,
shit talk.
Yeah.
we did a test run because we're like 95% complete on construction. There's some hotel rooms. It's a beautiful setup. We're going to be the only free dive and scuba shop in Roatan.
Awesome.
So we're going to start working the free diving aspect into Warfighter as well, because that is a much more difficult mental struggle
Mhm.
to get through. That helps with PTSD. I think a hell of a lot more because you got to fight some
You have some real demons.
pretty dark demons when you're 30 meters underwater
Yeah,
by
shit.
yourself
On one breath.
on one breath.
And it starts getting
Like-
dark.
All you have is what is in your head. So it's a fucking awesome fight. Like it's the most fun fight I've ever had mentally. So
That's
I'm
all-
excited about
That's all you, pal.
working that. Hey,
I know. Like, dude, my wife like wants to do it. I'm like, I support you. Whatever, I'll fucking buy whatever gear you need. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I had a couple
you all
dives.
say that.
I'll be on the boat with you, dog.
And now we're gonna have
No,
videographic evidence
I'll
of
go
this
down.
conversation.
Yeah.
I'll go down and I'll just watch you there like this.
Yeah, I'll scuba with
Yeah.
it.
And all of you are gonna start doing it and be like, fuck, man, this is
I'm not against it. I just know that I can only hold my breath for like 25 feet.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
25 feet for
Yeah.
a beginner is really good.
What?
That's really good.
How?
You'll
That's
see.
like 10 seconds.
yeah.
I dive down,
So-
like, whoop, right back.
In 4 sessions, I went from like maybe a 20-second breath hold to 2.5 minutes
Okay.
in 4 sessions,
Yeah.
being taught how to go
Yeah,
through
there's definitely technique that goes
Mhm.
along.
There's
with it.
definitely.
And I don't
and
know
the,
that.
the progression that you get
Mhm.
is like the most motivating thing because you're like, I can't do it. This is impossible.
Yeah.
And then after one try, my first day I was doing 20 meters.
Okay.
Like, fuck, I didn't know I could do that.
Hey, for
Yeah.
the Americans out here, saving
60,
feet.
65, 70 feet.
Yeah, 65-ish. And on the first day,
For you dumb fuck
Yeah.
up.
like, and that's all with
67.5, I think.
yeah.
Sure.
So now I'm at 30. I haven't done it in a while, but with all that said, we're hosting the World Championship in April, and I'm going to be the chief safety.
Oh.
I've got some work to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you want
I got to get down
I-
to like 40.
When is it? In April?
April?
on
That
a
sounds
scooter?
fun.
Let's go.
April
Yeah.
2027. You guys are more than invited to come help out.
We can go do some dumb fun
Actually,
dives.
Can I be a safety
So-
diver?
Yeah, but you have to come down and do a lot of training first
Oh, okay.
because there's no safety diving on scuba. It's all breath.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Dive down and swim up with the divers.
can I? No. I don't want to do that.
So to go back to the,
Because literally what will happen is the dude's going to be coming up. I'm going to grab him and be like, help me.
And then you can't give him air.
I know.
Yeah.
You fucking kill him.
Yeah.
you just take them to service. That's,
Yeah, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
it?
Yeah. He's got,
But I'd be the one asking him for help. It wouldn't be me helping him.
you're like bringing him
Like,
up.
hey,
Hold
I
on,
know
gotta
you
do
just broke a
3-minute
world
safety
record,
stop.
but fucking help me out.
so going back to like the warfighter scuba aspect of it, 2 of the veterans who have come through our program are EMTs up in Philly.
Yeah.
Yep.
On a fire department
Yep.
together, and they're
Yep.
coming down. They're going to be the chief EMTs for the
Nice.
competition.
Well, that's
So,
cool.
Oh, that's
Ian,
We're-
right?
Ian.
Ian
Yeah,
and Ryan.
Yep.
Yeah.
cool.
Were you down there?
Mhm.
Okay.
I was
Oh
there-
yeah, Ian
yeah.
came on the alumni trip.
Yep, I
That's
was there
right.
with Ian.
You haven't met Ryan yet.
No.
So they're buddies from the fire
Which
department.
one's Ian?
Redhead.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And his wife, my wife was her instructor.
Mm-hmm.
So his wife was my wife's first open water student. Yeah.
She joined us later.
Yes.
Yeah,
Because they were doing open
Yeah,
water.
they were doing
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So they're going to come down and be the EMTs for the event.
Oh, super
Um,
cool.
Yeah, and other like Rich, he's gonna. I mean, you guys want to come and help? I mean, even just help moving ropes on the boat.
Yeah.
Whatever, you're invited. It'll be a lot of fun. So, Alexei Molchanov's gonna be there.
Is it going to be televised?
We're gonna do our best because that dive eye costs like $40,000, and
The what?
the dive eye camera that goes down
Oh.
150 meters
I
with divers.
Yeah.
When you said it quickly, I thought you said dive light. And I was like,
Dive
what?
eye. So we're
That's
well,
expensive.
what we're gonna try and do is like jerry rig some GoPros at the surface that point out because you can see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see 50 meters easy, and then if we put one at the bottom,
Yeah.
that's sitting at maybe 120, you can see them coming down
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
silhouette,
Yeah.
which I think would be a cool shot. Like you see them coming down, they grab the tag, they do the turn, and then you go back up and you watch them come up. You see the safety divers come down, come up with them.
I mean, I could scuba and just video it.
Yeah, and DCS yourself real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Up to 15 feet. I'll stop.
They come up fast, dude.
Fast.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I guess they have to.
Like hauling
No,
ass.
your lungs expand.
Yeah.
So you take that breath like a balloon at the surface, just like
Mhm.
you learn in scuba.
Yeah.
And you go down to 100 meters, and right, that's what, 11 atmosphere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck.
So you're
Yeah. It's
One
the size of a
11th the
fucking
size of-
racquetball.
Yeah.
your normal expanded lungs. You're an 11th the size of it.
Good God.
Whatever I do.
And you come back up. But they do this in like, what are their
Come
times
back
on it?
up.
Like,
Well, Alexei did. He just broke another world record. I don't know, 140 something, 150 something meters. The dude's insane. But the one that he did on monofin in Roatan a year ago was 156, and he did it in 5 minutes and 47 seconds.
That's fucking
Almost
bananas.
6 minute
You-
breath hold to 150 something meters. The dude's nuts.
It's like what, 800 something feet? Or
No.
sorry, 600 something?
No, three or 400 something.
300 or 400? No, it's like
It's deep.
It's like four
It's
something.
deep. Math for Marines, man.
No? Yeah.
so
I don't-
what's your maximum ascent rate under scuba? Do you remember?
You're asking me?
I like this.
You're
He's getting ready for his instructor course.
Yeah.
No,
he
I'm
is.
not. I haven't done anything.
Maximum?
I don't remember off the top of my head, huh?
10?
Is this the one from last year? No, that's Alexis
2024.
Poggi.
Yeah.
Poggi. Alexei Molchanov is the Ruski. He's the dude is so awesome.
This is still fucking
So they're
impressive.
tethered to this cable.
Oh, yeah, they
So
gotta be.
you have the
Oh.
lanyard. So in case you black out deep, that's how they recover your body.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because safety divers don't go down. I mean, at 40 meters right now,
They're gone.
the safety divers don't go down on the initial.
No, they're
flat.
saying they're on top. Like,
Yeah.
They wait until it's all time. These guys know exactly how long it's going to be. Once they hit the bottom, it'll be X amount. So
So he stopped.
he turned early,
Yeah.
so something went wrong. But now the safety team should be coming down now because something happened. You'll see safety divers coming down soon, hopefully, and then they'll go up with the diver in case they black out. And then basically you slap your hand on their nose and mouth, seal it, and get them to the surface as soon as
Look
possible.
at that guy's rhythm, man. That dude
See, there's
fucks.
the safety. That safety's late as fuck.
That dude
20 meters.
That dude fucks. Look at that.
So monofin is super fun and it's very difficult. And apparently Americans have a big problem with it. We like to do leg kicks instead of doing the hump like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all in the hips. It's all in the hips. So yeah, those safeties fucked up big time on that
Yeah. They weren't there.
one. He obviously had a problem. And you can see, so the weight is on his neck right there.
Yeah.
So you go down as minimally weighted as possible because you want your lungs to basically help you. If you go down super weighted, when you're at negative buoyancy, you're fighting that weight the entire way back up.
Back up, yeah.
So what's cool is you do a free fall, right? So
Yeah.
once you hit that neutral buoyancy, you
There
have
you
to
go. That's
fall.
Yeah.
And then on the way back up, yeah, this is Alexi. He's such a good dude, man.
The goat.
I did a free fall over the wall when we were in Turks and Caicos from 60 feet to 100 feet.
Yeah, just exhale and
Yep.
fucking ride it. Yeah,
And it was
much
so
fun.
and it was just like head down and it was just like, shh.
So,
Like, it's so
doing that like with no gear, right? And you're just free falling. It's such a cool feeling. Well, the opposite happens on ascent.
Yeah.
So when
Yeah.
you come back up, you hit that neutral buoyancy. All of a sudden, your lungs take over, and you just shoot up like a fucking cork.
Yeah.
And you just ride it, and then
And it's not like you're gonna bends or anything because
can.
you have your fucking.
Can.
It's your own air though.
You can't get
Right.
back.
You can
still get DCS.
Yeah.
Really?
It's multiple dives. The nitrogen can still build up. It's rare.
Sure.
It's the same thing like when we were on the boat and I was like, hey, can we jump in if we want to swim? And they're like, yeah, but you can't go
Stay
on
on
the
the
surface.
Yeah.
And that was the sole reason is just because you're
Like
just came from a dive. You can't go back under pressure, back at depth.
Right, because what you would do is you'd shrink the bubbles and then re-expand them
Yeah.
super fast by doing a dive even to 20
Yeah.
feet because the biggest pressure changes in the first 30 feet.
For sure.
And you could DCS yourself just goofing around by doing a quick, duck dive or whatever. But yeah, so he's in his free fall right now. And then, there's the judge watching, the safety team waiting. I remember watching this. I mean, I was at dinner with him the night before, and he's like, I'm not going to say, but I'm going to say I'll be doing at least 150 something. And all of us are like, what the fuck? Or 140 something, whatever it is.
Either way,
Like,
that's
you're
still-
fucking insane, man.
That's almost 500 feet.
Yeah,
That's
he's
wild.
the dude is his ass.
Like right now, he's at
Like-
78 meters.
His ass is, I don't know. It's fucking like it's massive. That's all you can stare at.
He's got some cake.
Yes.
And my man's got some cake.
Some cake. Is
Attaboy.
that what that means?
Yeah.
I've been seeing that online, like
Fucking
cake,
cake.
stuff. I'm like, what the fuck is
Yeah, dude. Well, I mean, you're not wrong. My man's got some cake.
No, the dude's a machine. He's free falling, but he's still kicking. Like, so he's expending energy right now that he should be saving.
He's hauling ass too.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's he?
I mean, 110, 111. I mean,
Yeah, he's screaming, dude.
so this camera system is called the Dive Eye.
Yeah.
And it costs like 40 grand to rent for the whole team that operates it and controls it and then does the live streams. So when we do it, our first one, we don't have that kind of budget. So 131 meters he hit.
Wow.
Grab the tag.
And then you got to swim the whole way back up. So this is where you're fighting gravity until about 30 meters or so, 20 meters. And then he just rides it up.
That's fucking impressive, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, it's wild, bro. Like,
Well, the crazy part is he's already on this breath. It's 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
yeah.
Yeah. And he's still at 100 meters swimming shit.
Yeah, he's still
All by himself.
over 300 feet until the surface.
That's wild, bro. What a legend, dude.
Yeah, he's a great dude to hang out with, man. He's such a positive
Look,
attitude.
he's losing the fucking camera.
Yeah.
Doing breath work with him and stretching, like just stretching, and you learn so much from him. So he's one of the reasons why I got into it last year was at this competition because I wanted nothing to do with it. Like, this shit's fucking deadly.
I remember you and I had, because I can't remember what trip it was I went, but I watched that The Deepest Breath, I think, is that. And I got down.
the Netflix thing.
Yeah, I got down to Roatan. And I don't know how, but that night we got talking about free diving.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I just watched this thing and 3 people died.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I remember,
and then like a month later, Nick's like, I'm doing it.
like my first trip down there, you would even mention, you were like, I ain't doing that shit.
Yeah.
Like, you were like,
That's a
nope.
good safety diver.
You know,
Yeah.
I say the same thing about cave diving.
To an extent.
And I think
Cenotes.
the more and more that I see stuff and like I'm more okay with it now. But when you start having to take equipment off to like slide
No,
through,
fuck.
I'm all set.
Yeah.
See if you can find a video when they fucking black out.
I have
Or
a
when they throw up blood.
I love watching the black
I have
out.
a scuba question for you.
What's up?
Earplugs. Like I know
They make them.
They do.
They're custom. I
gotta
brought a whole
say,
bunch from him when he had a fucking wicked ear infection in Florida.
Yeah.
I mean, he literally
Still
like
wanted to dive.
touched the water to his ear and would scream in pain. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't. I mean, he was so infected. It was,
Well, like I was telling you the issues I had on this last trip
Mhm.
with my ears equalizing and everything.
You
And
couldn't equalize?
dude, it was bad.
But-
I missed like 2 dives because my shit was so mad.
but yours
It
was
sucked.
reverse on the way up.
Yeah.
It was.
Right.
Yeah.
So the earplugs wouldn't help.
They won't.
No, nothing will help on the reverse
It's just
in
it's,
most cases.
it's just you said it's probably
Reverse-
because I was getting sick.
Yes, that's 9 times out of 10. It's a sinus issue.
Or
Something's
earwax
inflamed.
in the canal.
But it's usually internal and it's usually here. Like it's in your sinuses here on the reverse side.
Yeah.
To have it in your ears on the way up.
I felt
mean-
mine all in my jaw.
Yeah. It's
It
so
was
all your sinuses are
fucking-
fucked.
It's
Yeah.
probably from that
It
fucking
sucked.
air you were breathing in that fucking.
So what happens is you
Maybe.
had a pocket of air somewhere in your sinus cavity that got stuck.
Yeah.
Whether it was inflamed from or stuck with mucus or what you get sick or whatever, and they're miserable and there's nothing you can do about it.
It
You
fucking
just gotta
sucked.
fucking just bite it and go.
Like, dude, I had to come up like all the way up a couple times, up to like 20 feet for this shit to fucking eat out my ear. And then what was my signal?
His signal was like a little head thing, and
Like, it was just like, because it feels so fucking good when it
Yeah.
finally lets go.
Yeah,
It
but
was
it's
like
so painful. They're terrible.
getting the reason it feels so good is because it's so painful
Yeah.
before that. Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, it was killing me.
mine.
Whenever I've had it, it's usually been like I told you on the phone. It's like, oh, I'm getting sick.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. I'm getting sick, and then sure enough, within a week, I'm fucking. happy.
Mine happened the
So-
night before hit the first time it happened to him. And we got down to the last dive, and it was just like this ear was still underwater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I put like all this, they had the ammonia
Dry
alcohol
ear,
spray.
yeah.
I put all that shit in it. And like, then I went try to go to bed, and it was,
Ear beer.
I don't know, 11:30, almost midnight. And I'm like, nope. Went back up on deck. The night watch, this guy, Rusty. I'm like, dude, my ear is fucked. And he's like, what's up? And I told him, and he's just like, okay. And he's like, this usually works for me. So I sprayed all the shit in my ear, and I laid there on my side for 20 minutes. And about every 3 minutes, I'd like wiggle it in my ear.
Massage it in.
I did that for an hour. And then I went to bed. It still hurt. Slept with this side down. Woke up in the morning, and it was like anytime I moved my jaw anyway, it was all like crackly and shit.
Yeah.
So we got in the water, and I was just like, fuck, I'm just going to go slow. And as soon as I got in the water, and I got, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 feet, and it was just like everything gone. Like,
Yeah.
it was so nice. I'm like, oh, good. We're good. We're back.
Remember I told you,
I was so worried,
I was like,
though.
I know the exact amount of pressure that was in my ear because when I went
62
down, it was
feet.
62 feet. I got to 62 feet and was like, okay. Like, that's how much pressure was in there. I was just like, all right.
But to answer your question, they do make special earplugs. Don't stuff a softie or anything.
No.
in your ear. It has to have I mean, if you look,
There's
at
a
it,
valve.
There's a pinhole
Yeah.
Very
that
tiny.
water molecules can't enter,
Mm.
so you can still equalize the air pressure.
Okay. Cool.
Because if you block it to where the air can't get out, you're gonna fucking blow your eardrum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real quick. And that was my concern. I don't know. I'd like to try a pair one time.
Forget the name of the company, Doctor something.
I think
Dr. John's earplugs or something.
I think
like
I
that.
still have some at the house that I never
I bought
used.
you so many because I didn't know what size ear
Yeah.
you were, and then none of them fit.
Nice.
It's awesome.
It's
They
something
go
about
from like extra small to ridiculously large.
Yeah.
So I bought like every other iteration. 'cause
No,
there's like 30.
The large worked. It's just that
It was so swollen. It
my
kept
ear was
popping
so
out, yeah.
swollen it kept popping out. Because I was like, I want to go dive.
Yeah.
And I jumped down.
But even with that infection, there's no way.
Yeah, I had it. And I was like, I'm fucking going. Like, we flew to Florida and I'm fucking diving. We go down. And as soon as we go down, I'm like, "Ah!"
Nope.
I started coming
Yeah, there you
back
go.
up.
Docs. I can't read it.
Yeah.
Pro
Glasses
plug.
on.
Yeah,
Socks
those are-
Pro plugs.
Yeah.
So those are good. Those are legit.
Okay.
What's the T? Is that toddler?
Tiny.
Tiny? Okay.
Guessing.
That's funny.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So and you can find those at most dive shops. If not, just give it to Jeff Bezos.
But anyways, when's your shop
Give it to
gonna
Bezos.
When's the shop gonna open?
Bezos.
the shop will be open November for sure, but
Okay.
we're probably gonna be open in the next couple of weeks.
Nice.
And what do you
That's
got
awesome,
going on
dude.
this weekend?
Oh, the fundraiser. Yeah,
Wow.
our clay shoot. The whole reason I'm down here.
You know the reason you're in America right
the
now?
reason you're sitting in the shop
I
right
haven't
now.
slept.
I am gonna tell my wife
Yeah,
the
go
shit
ahead.
that she's been planning this
That's
whole
fine.
time. You fucking
Yeah,
forgot
that I've been
about
working with her on. I know. I haven't slept. I told you this was gonna happen.
Like,
My brain's fucking mush.
he just
Yes.
shut off in front of us.
He did.
Just fucking.
Can you edit in like the Windows shutdown?
So
Just went on screensaver mode.
I was on
Bump him.
I was on Judge Janine's show years ago
Okay.
about ISIS.
Yeah.
They flew me to New York. I was on set with her, and I did the same thing. I couldn't remember the name of the lake that the Haditha Dam's at. That lake, whatever
Yeah.
the fuck that name was.
Yeah.
That feeds Euphrates.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had that same moment. I was like, and my buddy, he's a scout sniper. He clipped that. Fucking asshole. Brandon, you motherfucker. He clips it and then he edits a fart into it. And then I do like this giggle later at something. I'm like, and she looks at me like,
Hilarious.
it's perfect.
Yeah.
You motherfucker, man.
That's awesome.
I shut down a lot. Yeah. So we're doing
Nick, I gotcha.
our second. Thank you. We're doing our second annual clay competition.
Ooh, SEAL pistol training.
Yes, our SEAL Team Sexy is going to be there
Yeah.
doing some pistol
Are
training.
you coming out, Mikey?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah, fuck.
I mean,
John's coming too.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm okay with John.
No, I know. I got excited because I thought he was going to a cigar event or something for whatever reason.
Are you bringing your shotgun?
I am.
with the new sexy hardware on it.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a full auto shotgun there too that
Perfect.
we can play with. Remington sponsored a big portion of that, which is awesome.
Yep.
Omar got Remington to hook it up big time.
Nice.
But yeah, $200.
So it's this Saturday, the 12th,
Yep,
in Dripping Springs
at Hog Heaven.
at Hog Heaven.
$200 buy-in, includes your ammo, includes a meal. First, second, and third place teams get prizes. Top Shot gets prizes.
How much is the SEAL Team Sexy pistol training?
$500. Bring your own ammo on that one.
Attaboy.
Obviously, bring your own pistol. And Joe will run you through some really good training. Omar and I put our wives through it last year. They loved it. I put my mom through it last year. She loved it.
Yep.
Nice.
Joe, that was when I saw a completely different side of Joe. Like,
Yeah.
I know he's a great instructor, but watching him in his element,
Well, yeah, it
With-
changes.
I was like, fuck.
Dude, it's weird because like I've known Joe for years and like long before Warfighter Scuba,
Yeah.
I knew Joe already, right? And
No, you didn't.
like from working with SEAL Future Foundation and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And he's a dick joke aficionado, right? Like he takes very few things seriously. And just to know to be like, dude, this is one of America's badasses. Like he's genuinely a murderer. Like,
There's a lot of communications that we have internally where I don't know if we're going to end up having sex together or not.
100%.
Like I question, like, Joe, like, what are you looking at on Instagram to be sending me these things?
Oh,
His feed has to be.
I send them to him. It's probably
Okay,
coming
so
from
you're
me.
the problem.
I didn't know.
Like,
I didn't know I had to add Joe to my.
Oh, dude, if I see something, if I see
some spicy
Yeah?
stuff.
if I see something
yeah,
gay, that I'm like, this goes to my wife and to Joe.
Yeah.
Okay.
And eventually,
And then Joe sends it
yeah,
to us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
And I'm watching it like, oh, are we gonna fuck? Is that what this means? Do I ask him?
But it's-
No, I don't ask him because then I'll look like a bitch. No, we'll just make eye contact.
No,
Let's
dude,
see what happens.
let it happen organically.
Yeah, exactly.
Let it happen organically.
That's usually and when I see him on Saturday, it's probably gonna be something. He'll send something Friday night,
yeah.
just
Yeah.
knowing that I'm gonna be sitting there going like, are we gonna fuck?
Yeah.
You're just giving him the eyes all
Yeah.
morning.
Yeah, hey, what was up with that text, man?
He was texting me the other night because for the first time ever, I built some P320s. I've never built any SIG
Yeah.
weapons or whatever. And I was like, I found a barrel and a slide. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to put this thing together. Coming to find out, all the parts that I ordered, because I'm not very familiar with SIG, and I think I texted you a couple times. I was like, oh, this is for a P320 compact. Fuck!
And you got a full size.
Yeah, and I got
right.
full size sights. And I'm like, fuck. So now I got to order everything. And so John and I were texting back and forth, and I ordered everything at Julius at DEFCON 3, stipple them. And I'm like, cool. So I'm just kind of figuring it out. So I put the whole thing together. And I'm like, fuck yeah. And then Joe texts me, he's like, are you going to let me finger fuck those girls or what? I said, matter of fact, Joe, on Saturday, I'm going to bring them and see if you can dial those red dots in while I'm out doing the event. And he goes, my pleasure. And I was like, are we going to touch the hips? And he goes, yes.
Like, oh yeah.
The latest conversation I've had with Joe is I sent him a video of a pizza, and it just says the person who sent you this wants to get pizza with you and squeeze your butt. And I sent that to Joe.
Have you gotten a response?
He replied with, "I'll squeeze the pizza between my butt cheeks while you dine." And I just wrote back, "Nom nom nom." So that's a small taste of the gayness that we send each other. So back to the event. We have a huge event going on, and you can do all this stuff. How can people support that can't make the event?
We have a silent auction that's online.
Yep.
We already sold out the raffle for the custom DEFCON 3 Glock
Yeah,
3X MOS.
I was driving when I saw that, and when I got home, it
it
was sold out.
it was
And I was
sold
like,
out.
oh, it's bullshit.
It's the same one on the far right.
That
So
guy.
we're also silent auctioning one.
Yep.
Comes with the red dot. So as seen, sorry, that pop-up's going to go away after Saturday. But yeah, so you can buy that. You can buy the Glock. We did sell out the raffle already. We're going to be doing another in-person raffle only with another.
Yes, we have a FN Reflex.
Okay.
There you go.
That's
And
the
some
event.
other Yeti items and things like that.
Yeah, we got a Yeti cooler, so you can buy tickets for that as well.
We still have one half-face blade, the custom dive knife left from.
I'm
from
probably
the,
gonna, I'm probably gonna end up buying that for Kristen. So we can have it.
I bought one at our event in May in Florida. It's
Yep,
I
bought the
haven't
other
even
one.
put it on my
Me neither. That's why
I
it
don't
said
wanna
when you
ruin it.
come, I was like, I want to see where we can put mine, and then I'm like,
I can show you.
I was like, I don't ever want to
same,
take it,
same place?
I know, yeah,
Yeah.
on the inflator hose.
Oh, okay.
but I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't ever want to take it
I
in
just,
water
it's so nice.
Why
I
not?
Yeah.
Don't want
because
to
it's so
ruin it.
pretty. Bro.
It's-
Dude, so speaking of pretty, I'm gonna bring my Warfighter scuba Glock that I got from last year.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna bring that up. And if you guys want to shoot it, you can. But I also want to show you that it's not a safe queen.
Oh,
This
safe
fucking
queen.
poor
Oh,
gun. Oh, my
yeah.
god, this
No.
poor gun.
I-
This thing's been
I've,
well.
what
I've
that should be
abused.
for.
Yeah.
I've abused this thing
I got-
because it was like it shoots so nice, and I'm like, this is now my go-to.
That was the
blue one.
The blue one.
No, the 45.
The 45.
Typhoon,
Yeah.
yeah.
45, yeah.
Yep.
yeah. The Typhoon, whatever. Typhoon,
The Typhoon Blue
No,
Cryptek.
Pontus.
Pontus. Yeah, Pontus.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know that the rifle that I won on the auction last
The
year,
Pontus, yeah, with
That
the
thing-
Kraken. Or no, you had the
it's got the scuba diver on it. It's got
with the pineapple grenades.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the one you had.
dude,
Yeah, that was
that thing is sexy, bro. I love that.
I
rifle.
built that
I-
thing completely.
Dude,
Like,
I've
yeah.
taken that thing out so many times. My wife loves that fucking thing. Like, I mean, that is a beautiful rifle.
We don't have any
completely-
ARs this year.
It's a PWS. It was a
Yeah, we
PWS
didn't have
AR.
any
Yeah,
ARs.
it was
We have
gorgeous.
the SL5,
Yeah.
the camo
the
shotgun,
Yeah.
but no ARs this year.
Yeah.
But we have a couple pistols.
I was hoping he was going to do another blue one because I wanted the matching blue 45. I wanted the matching blue Glock 45.
Well, I mean, so when
I'm going to talk to. I'm
when
going
I was
to talk
talking
him
to
when I get
Julius,
there. Yeah.
you know, he's like, "Hey, man, you want to try something a little different?" I was like, "Yeah, we've done the blue one 3 times. You know, let's try something different." But
Yeah.
I think that blue one's
Blue one's
really
dope.
popular.
It's-
like,
it's
every-
awesome.
The
you know,
funny part, every time I use mine, I wear it. Everyone's like,
comments on
"What
it.
is that?"
Yeah.
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 No, it's so dude. The blue
Dude.
with the orange. It's just.
I put a
it's-
can on that rifle and I'll bring it out and people are like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, it's dope." And
Yeah.
they're like, it's kind of gay, but I'm like, "Is it gay?"
Yeah.
but it's the raddest rifle around.
Why are you
No.
commenting?
I was
on
like,
it?
it's the best rifle on the line right now.
Fuck
It's
you.
like,
Yeah, I designed that fucking thing.
But-
yeah.
So, and we'll link in the description too, but warfighterscuba.org, and you'll be able to find all the auction items on that website.
yep.
Oh, look at that fucking sexy leg.
Yeah. And then if there aren't anything that's on there that you absolutely need and you just want to donate, there's a donate now button.
Who doesn't need a DEFCON 3 Air Jordan pistol?
yeah,
like
it-
that's dope.
Yeah, and that's like
That looks-
totally custom.
That looks cool as hell.
Yeah.
It's got custom engraving.
Go up a little bit. Go to that first one that Bert Tote and Leonard. Yeah, dude, that thing too. Like, so there's things for everybody.
I want to bid on that.
I am too. So, but it's pretty cool. Some of these guys donated this thing to us. They're super fucking cool, man. Great guys. Fowler Hyde supplied. It's for a duck calls, and whenever you go bird hunting, you can put them on the tote and carry them, so you can count
Nice.
your limit. So it has a limit. So if you don't have a lot to bid on. We do have things that you can bid on too. Still,
And
Make-
we'll have,
make
we'll have hats. You asked
Yeah.
about the snapbacks.
I definitely
We'll have
need a
these
new
for
one.
sale. We got the fitted.
John will testify.
multi-cam.
Mine's gross.
Yeah.
This is a brand new one, man. Mine was pretty
Dude,
disgusting.
I had to wear it on the flight home.
Yeah, I
And
was.
I
not
was
gonna
just
do
like,
that.
like every time I'd put it on, I was reminded how gross I am.
or a water bottle. I love that fucking thing.
We'll have,
Oh, yeah, dude.
we'll have shirts. I mean, we'll have a lot of stuff there.
Cool.
We're gonna have a great lunch.
Yep.
Yep. And it's gonna be a lot of fun. Like I said, we're gonna have some full autos on some of the ranges to where you can, you want to get behind a full auto. You never done that. Just pay for the mag and let it fly. So-
Cool.
My first time.
Yeah.
And that 12 gauge is
Definitely
a
my
lot of fun.
first time.
Yeah.
12
Or
gauge is a
if
lot
you
of fun.
can't make it, we do have a donate button on the top. You can donate whatever you can.
Yeah.
Every single dollar goes back to our veterans. So
And guys, I will say this as a guy who has been a recipient of this of this program. I will give you my those of you who know me from the other show and a little bit from this show, you guys know that I'm not really one to mince words. I'm pretty straight up and forward, and I'm pretty
A little
honest. I'm a pretty honest guy. I'm weirdly blunt. But I will tell you, the experience that I had going through Warfighter Scuba was life changing. It gave me an outlook that I didn't foresee for myself later. It's given me opportunities. I mean, it genuinely does help the veterans that this organization comes in contact with. So I can't press this enough, man. Support these guys. I mean, this is an organization that puts their money where their fucking mouth's at, and they're legit. And this is all of the nonprofit organizations that you see get thrown in your face all the time. And this is coming. I literally run a nonprofit. I am the executive director of another nonprofit, and I will say that aside from Intrepid Care, which is awesome, you should check that out too. But I will say that Warfighter Scuba is one of those last real bastions of legitimacy in the nonprofit world. So 10 out of 10, if you guys can give and if you guys can support, this is an organization that you should be proud of throwing your money behind, because it's actually making a difference within the lives of the veterans that it touches. Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, man.
And that's-
It's true.
The whole reason I started it. I mean,
And one of the coolest aspects of your organization that I find that most other, it's the only veteran organization I've ever seen that focused on this part of it, is a healthy marriage as well, healthy personal relationships, and that's something that most everybody just glances over.
right. And we know it's a huge problem in the military, active duty.
It's
and
probably the
veterans.
number one stressor of
divorce is
individuals, right?
Through the roof. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, shit, you're on round 2 with the same woman. Like right there. You know what I mean? But that's
Like I said, I started this organization for me.
but if that's not a testament, of how much this works.
Yeah, and she's now an instructor. And
She is.
She's been.
she's awesome.
She's filmed for years, all the trips. And, she's gotten to know the demons of a lot of people who've come through, and she's seen the successes. And
Yeah.
She's a sweet lady. I love Dawn.
she's grown from it. You
Yeah.
know, and it's really cool to watch it. My daughter, same thing. She's coming back to Rotan next week, and I get to dive with her for the first time in 2 years. I'm pretty excited about
That's
it.
awesome.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
And a lot of the veterans who've come through the program, I mean, she was their dive master.
Yeah.
And, she got to learn from some of these guys and gals that are all fucked up physically, mentally. And, I think it made her a much stronger, better, younger individual,
Yeah,
and
for sure.
I don't have to worry about her too much mentally.
Mhm.
But I appreciate that, and in the past 2 trips, we've had 2 vets, one that you served with and another veteran who have both personally thanked us about the impact in their marriage that it made specifically.
Yeah.
And how they were not doing well. And this gave them an outlet, nonverbal communication skills, and a positive skill set to take forward and do together as a team. Which is pretty neat, and that shit motivates me. When I get a text from Lucas, who he's our scheduler. He's the one that's talking to all the vets, trying to place people on the right trips together, get everything going, and then he'll forward me texts like that. And then usually they'll reach out to me on Facebook and thank me for doing the organization, and that's what motivates me is when I start seeing that impact, because I'm not in the water a lot of the times,
Yeah.
and that kills me. I just have to deal with you fuckers, you know, on your professional side, which then you'll be able to be in the water with these vets and have that impact, you know?
Yeah.
And that's the cool thing that I see, you know, 7 years after the fact is now getting people like you who, like you said, when you went to Okinawa and had the opportunity to dive, you're like,
Never did it.
That's fucking stupid. Like,
Yeah.
And now you're like,
and now you're like,
There's chicks and booze around, bro. Why would I do that?
I missed out on so much shit, you
Yeah.
know, and
Yeah.
you know, I did the same thing. Like I said, I had my gear in my wall locker, never dove once in K Bay.
Yeah.
But now seeing you guys come through and then seeing that motivation where you want to, you know, you're going to be doing your ITC here in February or March, and you're going to be starting your DM. You're already in the progress of starting your DM. That's fucking awesome.
Did you do your science of diving yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did mine. I did mine before the last trip.
Did you enjoy it?
No, I did not.
A lot of reading.
I'm shitty at math.
I liked it.
That's nothing, my friend. Wait, the math gets much worse.
You know what was the big eye opener, and I think I texted Nick, is like when we did all the stress and rescue and everything that we did down in Roatan, and then I started doing all the reading and whatnot, and I was like,
There is an aha.
I'm like, fuck. I was like, no, now I know why I panicked here, and now I know why that person was doing this, and I was like, holy shit. And I was like, I want to get in the water right now.
There's definitely aha moments
Yeah,
with that.
yeah.
That's where the alumni trips really kick in, right? I mean, in the initial one, it's your open water, maybe advanced, depending on how good you are.
Yeah.
And it's like a taste. And then if you get hooked, we have so many more outlets to continue that growth and continue that progression to where hopefully we can build a team of us, you know, that go out and spread the gospel of scuba.
Yeah.
You know, once we start getting these brain scans working and start getting doctors, you know, actually evaluating what's going on in your brain, we're going to be able to change everything.
I don't know if I ever want to be an instructor, though. I think I'm going to stay as a DM and just be like the sham shield of the fucking scuba world.
Dude, I think the sham shield is the instructor, man.
No.
The DM's the workforce, man.
Yeah.
No. You have the right
You can stay a
attitude.
DM. It's fine.
It's perfect.
Honestly,
carry on
bro,
saying-
you want a sham shield, bro.
That's fine. That's great.
If we stop right now where we're at, right now we're sham shielded, bro.
Yeah.
Like right now we're E4 Mafia.
Yeah, you got the skates on.
Wait, so
you're
is
good.
DM like
You guys,
E5?
you guys are like an E4P that refuses to go to the border.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to stay here then.
No, yeah. I mean, DM is the you're the bitch. I mean, that's basically what you are.
Yeah.
You can't teach, you can help, but you can't demonstrate. You can't, you know, I mean, you can assist.
Yeah.
So what else are you gonna do? You're gonna carry all our shit.
Yeah. That's essentially what it is.
You're like the lance corporal. Hey,
In that case,
Why do you think he invited me down as a DM on that last trip when we had 22 divers?
He needed
fucking shitty was that? Dude?
He needed
All of
someone
that
strong.
gear.
It was literally I think it was the second to last day of the trip, and I'm like, so when are we doing the instructor course?
All
when we were in his kitchen,
all in gear.
and then he sent you all the reading material right then and there.
He did. I was like, and he's like, well, you know, it's blah blah blah, and it's gonna be this much for material. I was like, I just donated on your website.
But that shit's motivating, man. Like that's there's a lot of like you experienced, you know, when you guys went out and dove with another group, you see divers that haven't been trained well.
Yeah,
It's true.
And it's a lot more than you
But
would probably.
I also like there were 2 people on that trip that have participated in Warfighter Scuba before in one way, shape, or form.
Yeah, and you said one of them's doing extremely better.
Way better,
Unbelievably,
dude. So proud. of him.
Compared to the first time that I dove with him in Roatan.
Yep.
What, a year plus later, and then diving with him down here.
Not even.
Oh
no, yeah, that was
literally
March.
In
6
March,
months ago,
Yeah.
7 months ago.
You know?
He started.
from March until now.
Yeah.
He's done
It
like
was
100
night and
dives
day.
too. I mean,
Yeah.
he's gone on
Nonstop.
2 liveaboard trips on his own.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
I think he went.
This
to
was
the
his.
Cenotes
This was
trip.
his 3rd or 4th
Yeah.
This year.
liveaboard now.
Yeah, no,
Like-
he
Yeah, I think he did because he was on a trip like 2 weeks prior to this one too.
Yeah.
no, he fell in
Yeah.
love with it, and it's
Yep.
you know, and then
And then one of the other guys, he was an instructor, and his wife was there.
Doug.
Doug,
Yeah,
yeah,
Doug.
Oh, Dougie Fresh.
Yeah.
Doug's a solid.
And it was
dude, man.
awesome diving with those guys.
Yeah.
But like, there's one of the dives where like my dive buddy left because the dive Mikey didn't go on, and Marty's dive buddy left. And so I was like, you, me? And he's like, cool. And because we have dove together in Warfighter stuff before, how he dives and the way he like
You already know.
composes himself,
Yeah.
like it was so
It's-
easy.
It's noticeable.
It was so easy to dive with him compared to diving with other people.
Yep.
Like I never had to make sure he was somewhere,
Yep.
or I never had to double check on, you know,
See if he was
how's your
behind.
air consumption, where you're at. You're like,
John and I read each other's fucking minds.
yeah.
Oh,
By the end of the week, we didn't even have to do like we barely did
No,
anything.
you know,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
you look
Like-
at your pressure gauge and you're like, okay, he's a 1700. Like you don't even have to ask.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's every group, every trip. You know, the instructor has that same. You know, the first couple of days, you're like, hey, how much area? How much area?
Yeah.
And then you already know.
After
Is
that,
yours?
it's just like, yeah, okay.
They're at this. They're at this. They're fine. Turn back. Hey, you guys good? Yeah, we're good.
Mhm.
But it's always funny. It's noticeable when you start getting into like wedges and tactical columns and all sorts of different shit with infantry guys, right?
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden your buddy's like, you know, behind you
Yeah.
at a 45-degree angle. And
Like,
like,
we naturally
my-
do that.
Yeah, I like-
Mikey was 8 feet above me. Every single if I looked around and didn't know where he was, I would just roll over and wave.
Yep, every time, dude. Yep.
and you know, it's funny. Like when you're guiding and you know, once you get better at diving, you can turn around and swim backwards, right?
Yeah.
And you can look at everybody because you're not there yet.
What?
But
Oh, we were doing it.
Oh, I was swimming upside down, backwards.
I need videos.
Oh,
Okay.
I think we got it. I think we got it.
And then the best
Have it
part
here.
is
Can we pull it up?
I was swimming upside down and backwards, and then making sure, just checking like my depth, just to make sure, didn't change a single foot.
That's actually how
I know what we're focusing on
Like,
in this instructor course.
the
What's
first
that?
I'm gonna have that perfect buiancy square out. And
Let's
that's
do
what
it.
we're gonna be doing.
Let's do it. I'm
first
just
time
doing
backwards?
loops the whole time and
Yeah.
spins.
the first
Yeah,
time I got vertigo I was talking about,
Yeah.
it's because we were fucking
You're
around.
doing that.
100%.
We did it to I did it to myself. That's why I wasn't mad at anybody. I was like, I did this to myself.
No, but it's funny when you look back and you see that and you're just like, fuck.
I did that when we
Really,
were
guys? Like really?
when we went to Roatan, and like my wife wasn't certified, and then our buddy Danny and Sharon, them, they weren't certified, and you know, then they were doing it, and I was just kind of like, all right, I got the refresher, I know what we're doing, and I started doing fucking flips while they were doing something,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden I was like, oh shit, and I was like,
It's the worst,
and,
dude.
then I just like came down on we weren't deep, it was like 15 feet,
Yeah.
and then I came down the center, and I was like,
That was the thing. We weren't allowed to touch the ground in
Yeah.
Turks and Caicos.
Oh.
So
We
you couldn't
touch it.
you
They're
couldn't
very-
touch
They're
anything.
very, very
So it was like,
adamant about it.
yeah.
And I get it. Like
Yeah.
I'm no issue.
No, it's proper
The
diving.
shitty part is
Yeah.
though is like there were times where I'd swim over this like big ass barrel coral, and like in it is like a conch upside down.
ah,
Yeah, and it's like, dude, I'd love to help you, but I can't.
yeah,
Like I'm not allowed to.
You know,
It can flip itself. It's fine.
Yeah.
I don't. It was stuck. Like it didn't have room. Like it would literally like the shell was the same. Like the outside diameter of the shell is the inside diameter
Well,
of
he
the
could
barrel coral.
risk his life and crawl out and go find another shell.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
That's all part of the
yeah.
Mother
It's the
Nature.
circle of life.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
so-
Yeah.
you'll be lunch for someone.
Yeah.
So the largest lobster I've ever seen in my life.
really,
The two largest lobsters I've ever seen in my life.
I've
Yeah.
seen some big ones
Yeah.
on Agula, the
That's-
wreck.
I saw one that was
Oh, yeah.
fucking 4 foot
Yeah.
fucking long, bro. I was
You know
just
how
like,
gross that thing probably would taste?
Oh, no,
Disgusting.
nasty.
Yeah.
Oh, terrible.
Like you're like, man, that looks
No.
it's got to be gross.
It scared the hell out of me. It
Yeah.
came out on a rock and I was like, "Mm."
Yeah.
So I have a shitty GoPro case for my 8.
Yeah.
And it's got like rubber buttons. So when you get
so
down
bad.
to like 90
Pressure
feet,
activate.
it pressures like
Yeah,
so I couldn't turn it on and
Yeah.
off. Right. And like, so I'm sitting there trying to get John's attention. I'm like, look down. He's like,
that
you're
brings
looking
up-
at a grouper? What are you looking at? This is fucking, it's not even
Yeah,
that big.
the
And I'm like,
grouper, like, there's a grouper right underneath him. And it was like this big, and I'm like, yeah,
and I'm like, no,
that's so
not-
cool, buddy.
I'm like, this is fucking that. It's down there. I'm like, try to. I was fucking pissed.
So that brings up a Blue Falcon moment for
Ooh.
somebody here at this table.
Oh yeah.
me.
Yeah. So that group I taught in Florida last month, my case for my 10 broke.
Mm.
So I just brought the GoPro, and somebody was supposed to mail me a GoPro 10.
No.
Or no, somebody was supposed to show up with one.
And why didn't I come? Something
sick.
happened. Oh, that's right. I was pretty sick.
And then he forgot to. So then he's like, "Oh, don't worry about it. I'll overnight it." So I call him the CPAP daddy because he overnighted me this fucking case of CPAP accessories
Oh, nice.
for my CPAP.
Yeah.
Hooks,
I sent him a
filters,
full
good
face,
hoses,
full face mask, fucking 3 replacements,
I'm opening this box.
filters, everything.
All the vets are looking like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, I think there's supposed to be a GoPro housing in here somewhere, and there wasn't. So at 30 feet,
I was still
the
sick,
GoPro
motherfucker. I forgot.
GoPro is waterproof, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At 27 feet, that button depresses.
Mm.
You can't do it. And you're waterproof. It's not going to go bad, but
Yeah,
if you
but-
want to film anything below 27 feet, you better start it
Start
before
it,
27 and then film. And then,
That's funny.
so when we were diving in some of the caverns,
Yeah.
I'm like slowly going up, like watching my depth, and then shooting my arm up with the GoPro to turn it off. And then I'd set it on a ledge in the cavern and wait. And we'd go swim around and go back and grab it and film something. It was ridiculous.
That's
Oh
funny.
wow. I started using a session because I have like the little sessions, the little square ones,
Yeah.
and those are waterproof as shit
Yeah.
because there's no battery in them. They're internally charged, right?
Yeah.
But I have an actual decent case or like the metal button that worked, so I had that. So all the deep dives, I started using that one.
So the new one, I bought it. So I ended up just buying. I went to Best Buy and said, fuck it. And I bought 12 with like 3 housings.
Yeah.
It was on the last day, so I only got 1 day of use out of it. But
yeah, but it's not like you're not going to use it.
the new the new super suits or whatever, they have the metal spring and everything. So it's much more rugged.
Yeah.
And that 12 is fantastic.
Yeah.
Like way better than the 10.
Yeah.
Like,
They have
I
the
mean-
new extra long batteries now.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
You can get like 2 or 3 full dives in.
Wow.
Yeah.
I hear
Or you
about a
get-
dive of battery.
You get like, yeah, exactly. And you're like, oh, fuck, I only got like 30 seconds left
Yeah.
of recording time on this
Dude,
battery.
I mean, when I did that dive, when we went down to Bimini
Yeah.
to go do that, I did the wreck dive and the shark dive, and then
with the gray battery, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
and then we did the stingrays as well. We did like 3 or 4 different things. Never changed the battery. I never recharged it, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Fuck, I got a lot of footage."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally worth it.
Yeah,
Nice.
no, they're great.
GoPro, give us money.
Yeah.
We'll see him at DEMA.
This episode is brought to you by
We can
GoPro.
we can whore you out at DEMA. See if GoPro.
You gonna come?
sponsoring.
When is it?
They actually used to sponsor us.
November.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe. In Vegas?
Yeah,
I don't know what happened to that.
I know because I'm gonna end up going in January for SHOT Show,
Right.
but I've
Yep.
never been to DEMA, so I'm fucking pumped.
I know. I've never been
Yeah,
either.
he's-
I know the downfall. You know what's going to happen? It's the same thing that happened the first time you went to SHOT Show.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I want this and I want that and I want this.
So
I know.
he keeps telling me like, don't go to SHOT Show. You're not gonna like it. I don't like Vegas to begin with.
You'd hate it.
So there's
Right.
2 SHOT. I've been to SHOT Show 10 times. There's 2 shows that I like. The first SHOT Show that I ever went to, because you can't put it into words. I can't explain to you what it's like when you walk
Yeah.
onto the floor and
Right.
how big that convention is.
Right.
Yeah.
The second favorite SHOT Show I ever did was the last one I did,
Yeah.
because I spent literally 2 hours and 18 minutes on the show floor. I was in Vegas for 72 hours.
Yep.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, this,
I had-
this was his last year.
Yeah, I had 12. I had 12 people I had to talk to. I went around
In and
in
out.
about an hour and 15 minutes. I talked to those 12. I saw the 4 other people that were like potentials that I wanted to do. And then I was like, you want to go to the bar? And we went to the bar. I'm like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
You can't.
I'm fucked.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
That's because you're number 44 on all the veterans. That's why.
So he's gonna go to DEMA and he's gonna be running around like a fucking
Oh, yeah.
So here's the thing, right?
Well,
kid.
Yeah.
candy
wait, hold,
store.
Yeah.
hold on. Hold on.
So one of our friends is
You
trying
say
to
running?
convince. Yeah, no, there's no running. No.
We know.
I'm gonna be power walking.
I'll have the GoPro.
But so SHOT Show is great and all, and you can go and talk to all these people about their organization and whatnot. But I was telling Nick, they see like 100,000 fucking people come by. And
Oh, yeah. It's
you should support us, and it's just like,
and they're
cool,
like, oh, yeah, give me a
give me your
card.
card, and then they
And
put
it gets thrown in the
yeah.
bucket, and that
So
bucket
I'm
gets
like-
left in the booth at the end
I'm
of
like,
the
no,
week.
I'd rather make the connection and establish a relationship with somebody in person outside of this show and
Yeah.
really have like an hour to sit down and talk about it and tell you the great things that we're doing and
Yeah.
why we think we align together and whatnot.
Yeah.
Opposed to a 10-minute conversation. Here's my card. They put it in their case. When I leave SHOT Show, and I didn't go last year, but I'm going this year. And when I come back, I'm gonna show you the stack of fucking business cards that I'm gonna come back with.
Yep.
You're gonna come back with the same size stack at DEMA.
But I've never been to DEMA though, and I love fucking. Like,
You're going to see weird similarities, I'm sure.
yeah.
That's what I'm curious
Yeah.
to hear. Like, because I've never been to SHOT Show and I've been to DEMA 5 or 6 times.
Well, fuck it. Let's go to SHOT Show then. I'm going this year.
I don't want to go.
Don't go then.
You told me I
Look,
don't
look.
want to go.
Yep. There's a SHOT Show stack.
Fuck me. me, dude.
That's not SHOT Show. That's the cigar trade show. SHOT Show, this is what you get in one day.
So
Yeah.
okay, you're not gonna get that at Dima.
I walk around with a backpack because I have to put so many fucking business, and I try to follow up with
It
everybody.
won't be like that on Dima.
It's so hard.
I try to follow up
It's
with
hard,
everybody
though,
because
dude.
I don't ever want to waste anybody's time, and nor do I think I'm better than anybody. But it's but yeah, that's a lie. But there's so many fucking cards you can't get to it, dude. Like you can fucking not get to it. Like
Yeah, that's a lot.
it is.
So
Yeah.
Dima,
And I'm a firm believer that there's more business conducted at the Circle Bar after
Oh,
the
yeah.
show than there is at the show.
His-
When the original Circle Bar was there, bro, fuck. I did so much more work at the Circle Bar than I did on the fucking floor.
For sure.
I have no
Yeah.
idea
So
what the fuck y'all are talking about.
business gets done.
It's a bar.
Yeah, it's
So-
a bar.
That everybody
The
goes
show
to.
closes at 5
Yeah.
p.m. After 5 p.m. is when you do business.
Yep.
Yep.
During the show is when you take orders.
Yeah.
And that's the whole entire event. So like if you go to a booth and you're just like, hey man, blah, 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 blah. They're like,
Is that how
there's
it's down?
sometimes.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, bruh.
There's like 8 people that are that like need to just drop an order form and be like, hey,
Get this
and go over the
done.
details. And so like, but it's hard to explain to be like, hey, I don't really have time to bullshit right now because
Yeah.
we have a
You got work.
48 or whatever 4 days at a trade show, and I only have 9 hours a day to talk to everybody.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah, and you'll see with Dima, like it's on a steady decrease in size because I get the necessity for SHOT Show to be industry only, right?
Hmm.
But with scuba, it's really stupid. Like Dima should be open to the public.
Well,
And-
so like for SHOT Show, they do SHOT Show industry only. Then they do the NRA show, which is SHOT Show for civilians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Because you can go and buy.
right.
But not
But
all.
you can't go into SHOT Show. And
Correct.
if they opened it up, there's already 80,000 people there.
Correct. So they do Dima, which is like the SHOT Show for scuba.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right? And it's getting worse and worse every year. And all the vendors are saying the same thing. Open it to the fucking public. Like, let us sell to the public. Let us, it's instead of just
Yeah.
once you get, well, actually, you're a dive master now, so you could go.
Yeah.
You could pay the ticket fee and you can go in and whatever. Or you come in with us and, we get covered through Head and
Right.
SSI and Ocean Technology Systems and all of our partners. They give us the tickets to come in. But, you can go buy whatever you want.
Right.
And a lot of pro deals are made and things like that. But who's the bigger market? Dive professionals or like the scuba industry? You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
There- there's another scuba show, and I forget the name of it, in Long Beach, California.
Yeah.
And it's open to the public. And it's getting bigger and bigger every
That's
year.
crushing. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
people can go in, you can go in and buy kit at 50% discount from
Yeah.
MSRP from all these manufacturers direct.
Yeah.
And they're making heads
Yeah.
over tails because they're not paying the dealer markup and all the other stuff where they're
Yeah.
losing out. They're getting the money direct.
Yeah.
So if Dima did that, it would be huge. And
That's how you get that new BCD you're looking at. Go hit up that fucking show.
He talks so much shit to me already.
Oh, I bet he
about it.
does. I bet he did.
yeah, the Scuba Pro one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll throw the name out. It's trash. It's trash. The plastic clips for your weight pockets, they break. I've seen them break countless times in Rotan.
Really?
It's trash. And it's trash that costs $1,000.
Ew.
So that's why I call them scuba trash.
I just got that new XR, baby.
So
Yeah.
that's the one.
Ooh.
You'll see that because I brought it for Joe, and you're going to be like, "Fuck that one! I want that."
Oh, I've always wanted that one. I got that since you showed me the first, or I wanted that since you showed me the first time you showed me the pictures.
Dude, it dives.
I want it mainly because of the
Incredible.
strap that goes between your legs.
I'm
So I
taking
took
that
that
out.
Oh no, you're gonna keep
I
that.
took that off. I'm not a CrossFit.
I'm trying to have kits, bro. I don't want my nuts being fucking.
Well, you don't have it cinched tight. You're not jumping out of a
Yeah,
plane.
but I'm gonna want it cinched tight.
That's you're like, you ready,
I'm the-
boys?
I have the weirdest
Pulls
boner
open.
right now, dude. Just a very awkward boner.
Hey guys, we're gonna go down.
It's like you dive in helium?
That's doing it for you.
Somehow.
Omar talking about crushing his dick with a cross strap.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, we know what gets Mikey running.
Hey, man. They don't take much. They don't take much.
The other one that I told you about, like the Mari's Dragon, is good.
That's the one I love. I have
The
that
bolt,
one.
Yeah.
the bolt is
I
phenomenal.
like it. So one thing I did
Only-
talking to a couple other guys that
Listen,
that
I got a bolt in the house. If I'll give you fucking I'll give it to you at cost.
He already has a bowl.
already have one.
He's got my bolt that I left here to use for
Oh,
diving.
how about this? I'll take it
Fuck
from
off.
you, and then I'll have
No.
Nick reimburse you.
So anyway, continue what you were saying.
Doing surface work with a back.
Yeah, back and forth. It's miserable.
Well, so in talking with some people, and it's not really the most common answer to it, but it does help the situation, is you run your trim weights in your front pockets and your main weights in your trim pockets in the back. And that'll help keep you more upright on the surface.
Or
What?
what?
Or what?
What? Just keep.
Decrease the amount of air in your BCD.
Yeah, that too.
And then you'll float a little bit lower, but you'd
be upright instead of
Exactly.
leaning forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's easy.
That's what I want because mine, I'm always fighting it, especially
Yeah.
because my right leg, I don't dive with it. So I'm always like, I'm trying to hold on to somebody.
So you're already
Yeah,
60% off.
pretty much.
You know what I mean? Because
He's
that's
already 60% off mentally anyway.
well,
Have you ever?
aren't we
ever
all? Fuck.
gone free fall skydiving?
Yeah.
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 Like by yourself or just tandem?
No, by myself. I got my C license.
Do you fall all weird?
No, because I jump with my leg.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why don't we skydive, dude? Let's go jump.
I got my shoot at the house.
I got my shoot at the house.
Let's go to San Marcos.
Let's go.
Okay.
Okay.
I want to see.
We got to go up there tomorrow.
Mid-air
Anyways, we can go up there and get a jump.
I know, right?
The
event goes till 1.
We're setting up tomorrow. I don't know if I can go.
Or-
You have,
no,
you have
I'm
the
sorry.
same rule in
Saturday.
skydiving.
Hmm.
100 dives, you got to do naked.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to see mid-air pee touch.
I didn't do mine naked.
He
I-
didn't.
Very disappointed.
I didn't.
There
I was also disappointed.
I didn't fucking do it naked either.
So we're gonna do a makeup dive in Roatan. during our
That's
season.
you know what? I will gladly do.
We're
that.
gonna do naked demonstration evaluation.
I wear a
I-
thong. I don't know.
So I told Mikey I want to do a
This
naked
is
night
not
dive.
required in the ITC, by the way. This is going to be outside the normal.
Yeah.
training.
No,
I won't do
gonna
it.
clarify
I
that
won't do
for
it
any
because I don't
kind
want another eel fighting my eel on the.
I want to do a naked night dive. That's it.
Why night?
Why? So
So when the light hits your
So I
eye,
can just take my flashlight like this the whole time. I'm just gonna strap a flashlight to my leg and my inner thigh just pointing up. That's it the whole time. The only time anyone looks around, they're like,
blinding
"Fuck."
everybody behind him.
Yeah.
Just looks like a bat signal.
just let me know so I don't bring my wife on that one.
Just a bat signal of dong.
You just see the light on the bottom of the ocean, and you just see this little.
what is
It's just a little remora. Don't worry about it.
He's micro diving. He's looking for the small creatures.
yeah. Oh God.
No, we had there's a very good group of people that were on the boat, and I didn't want to make them feel uncomfortable.
Oh, I appreciate
Oh, because you were doing your 100th out there.
Yeah, I did my
okay,
100th
okay.
when I was on the liveaboard.
that. Would have everybody would have been like, "Oh, it's your 100th dive."
Yeah.
Well, because they did the whole turn this into a cake thing where they smash eggs on you and flour and all that shit for like the milestones,
Yeah.
which they called my 50th dive a milestone. I disagree.
I think they just wanted to turn
Just
you
wanted
into
to
a
do
cake.
it. Yeah.
I mean, it is. You get your master.
That's true.
You know, if you've got 5 specialties with stress and rescue.
Yeah, I do. And so like I got it all, but still I was like, I kind of felt like it was.
Dive master's a bigger milestone than master scuba diver for sure. Master scuba diver.
Sure.
I mean,
You just gotta do, you just gotta do 50.
I have to be very careful how I say this because,
We just have to do 50.
well, and 5
5 specialties.
specialties with
Yeah.
stress and rescue
Yeah.
being one of them.
Yeah.
But with that being said, ka-ching, 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 ka-ching. So it's a
Sure.
it's a card
Yeah.
recognition, right?
Yep.
I mean, you paid a lot of money, so you should get a title. Right?
Yeah.
The problem is that title then creates people that think they are a master at what they're doing.
Yeah.
And when you're actually in the industry, most of the worst divers you come across are master scuba divers because they think they know everything.
Well, I think there's a common misconception on the difference between a master scuba diver and a dive master.
Dive master is dive
Yeah.
professional.
Exactly.
Working.
And a master scuba diver is somebody that has 50 dives and 5 specialties.
Yeah.
Recreational diver, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Like, so my specialties, I got stress and rescue, nitrox, full face, science of diving, classified dive buddy. That
Yeah.
was like the 5 that I got.
Yeah.
So
It's all the same
Yeah.
thing I got.
got me to,
And with those, the classified dive buddy in itself teaches you how to be a much better diver than any master scuba diver is going to have because you're understanding how to dive with somebody who is paralyzed, amputee,
yep.
yeah.
immobile,
Blind.
blind, deaf, mute,
Yeah.
I mean,
And
whatever
With
it is.
the people that we dive with, that course holds more weight than almost any other course that we did. Because
Absolutely.
I can't tell you the last time I dove with people that had all their legs, all their limbs.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Dude,
serious.
Every time I get in
it
the water
sounds
around
fucked up,
amputee, I
but
get
it's
kicked
just
by
like-
I get kicked by a nub every fucking time, dude.
That's usually how I'm known on the island. They're like, "Oh, you're the guy that has the people with like no arms and legs." Yeah,
that's me.
that's me.
Yeah.
I bring them here. Yes.
Well, so like we had one of the amputees on the liveaboard that his dive buddy should not have been his dive buddy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you could tell. I was like, this dude does not done
Yeah.
classified dive. Like he was a
Yeah.
newer diver and stuff. And I
It's
was like,
it's a very
Well, I think people don't know that
they don't. I
Yeah.
mean, SSI is the only agency that has that.
yeah,
So you have HSA, you have oh man.
Patty, and
Yeah.
all that shit.
No, Patty doesn't have Patty uses HSA. Patty does not have their own adaptive dive program.
Yeah,
So companies have basically seen the need because adaptive divers can dive, and it's very beneficial physically, mentally, and everything for them.
absolutely.
So companies started their own. Well, people started their own agencies like HSA specifically to certify and help train people to dive with adaptive divers.
Right.
So SSI is the only actual like mainstream agency that has that.
Yeah,
And that's why we push that in Warfighter Scuba is because everything that we do is obviously to be better at who you are internally, externally, but also to help others.
sure.
Yeah.
So how can you do that
Yeah.
in two birds, one stone? Classified dive buddy.
Yeah.
You're becoming a better diver, so you're a safer diver as well as you're learning how to dive.
It's
with others
definitely
that
made me a
need it.
better diver
Yeah.
to do
Mhm.
that. 100%. Yeah.
So that's why that's kind of a requirement on alumni trips.
Yeah.
What
I want to push all of our vets to be able to help anybody that has any kind of adaptive
Yeah.
needs in diving.
For sure.
And then, you get a reward back. Like you're getting the reward of diving, but you're also getting the reward of helping somebody experience what you're already getting a reward from.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Oh my
It's a
God.
win-win, man.
Yeah.
it really is.
I'm an advanced open water diver, dude.
Dang.
You got a lot of work to do. He's got so many courses he's got to read.
I know.
I know. Fuck.
Well, on that note, guys, thanks for coming on.
For having me.
And if you're if you're still listening at this point, go to warfighterscuba.org if you want to donate or get in on some of those raffle items, or jump over to warfightertobacco.com if you need any cigars.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. You can use that code FTFO, screw yourself a sweet 15% off. I'm just saying.
The wrong podcast, but hey, that'll work. But yeah, thank you guys for coming on.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have a hell of a weekend.
On behalf of Scott,
Yeah.
thanks for being here, boys.
Yep.
The shizzle dizzle.
Yeah. And yeah, for all you listeners out there, see you guys next time.
Bye, everybody.